Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. I just want to thank everyone who has subscribed. If you didn't, why not? What are you waiting for? It doesn't cost a thing to subscribe to a channel. Nothing, you'll lose absolutely nothing. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm waiting for you to subscribe. Okay guys, so today I want to talk about the downsides of being an ESL teacher abroad or in China or in Asia. I've only been in Asia, so I'm just gonna talk for me. There are a lot of good things. There are a lot of good things, good memories, good experiences. You experience different culture, you get to meet different people from different countries. That is just amazing. You get to meet Americans, Europeans, Canadians, Africans from Africa. Actually, it's an amazing experience, and I'm glad that I did this. 6 years later, I regret nothing. Some of the things that I want to mention, like I didn't know so much about Africa. Actually, I knew a lot about South Africa, maybe a bit of Southern African countries, but when I came abroad, I got to know more about countries like Chad. You only see them on the map. Like, you get to meet people from those countries, you get to conversate with them. Countries like what's this country next to Kenya? Not Kenya, Sudan. Next, the country that's next to Ethiopia. You get to meet people from those countries. Countries such as Cape Verde, countries such as Nigeria or Niger. You get to meet these people from Kenya, from Ethiopia, from Burundi, from Rwanda. I have made a lot of friends from Africa, from Cameroon. So you get to learn more about Africa as well. So I was even like feeling embarrassed that I don't know much about Africa. But when I started traveling, when I came to Asia, I've learned a lot about Africa. I've got something to say about Somalia. I've got something to say about Cameroon, right? So it's an amazing experience. And also like the European countries, some I didn't know, like countries like Croatia, Bosnia. I didn't know about those countries, but you get to meet people. Where are you from? I'm from Bosnia. Bosnia? Where's Bosnia? Where's Croatia? Then you learn a lot about people. You learn a lot about countries. But yeah, in the midst of all of that, there are some downsides about living or working abroad or working in Asia. I would say, first of all, you feel like you can bring your hairdressers from South Africa. You can just like put them in your hand luggage or in your luggage somewhere, and just it's hard to do your hair in these countries. It's really hard. And then if you find someone who can do hair, they can just be average, or they can be really good at it, and maybe they probably have the whole black girl. All the black girls go to that person or those people, so they have a lot of clients. It's a good opportunity, business opportunity for them. But at the same time, they will charge you a lot of money, but they're like some hairstyles that they cannot really do. Like my South African hairstylists are really good. So yeah, that's the downside. Sometimes you don't know what to do with your hair. You just give up. So yeah, I've decided to just cut my hair and wear wigs. It works for me. And then the other thing, like, you want your hair products, they are not available. You cannot find them anywhere. You cannot even go to a Korean salon or a Chinese salon. First of all, when you bring a wig, they are just surprised. When you just like take it off, they're just like surprised, like, what just happened? So I remember I used to go to this Chinese hair salon, and I'll go and take my wigs. I'll be like taking it out and show them like, okay, I want it to be styled in this way or washed. I'm gonna fetch it in some few days. But yeah, for them it was a shock, like, oh, it's not your hair. How come it's not your hair? Why are you wearing a wig? They actually even ask you like, why do you wear a wig? Why do African girls wear wigs? So for me it's more like, I don't know what to do with my hair. The hair products are nowhere to be found. You can bring them from home and bring them this side, but they will finish at some point, because we kind of like stay in this country for these countries for too long. So yeah, hairdressers, hair products, makeup, you will run around the makeup stores and you'll not find your shade, your skin shade. So yeah, that kind of like sucks. So yeah, there's another downside. So you bring your powder from South Africa, you use it and it will just finish at some point, and then you'll be like, where can I get, where can I get my makeup? Even when you use your makeup, you don't just put it anyhow. You really make sure that you put what you need to put. You don't overdo it because it might be difficult to get your makeup. Yeah, it might be difficult to get your makeup, but yeah, some places, you know, big cities, obviously you can get it there. If you have some connections with the girls from the military. Remember, in Korea we have military bases all over. So there's some stores inside those military bases. You have your black girls. If you have like some connections, they can buy for you and stuff like that. But if you're like me, you don't have any connection, it's a bit hard. So that's another downside. And I think the biggest downside for me is like not eating bab for so long, like not having shisanyama, like that thing just like, yeah. Oh, sometimes when I just scroll over my Facebook and I see a nice meal, I just want to cry. I just want to cry. It's really, really hard because the food is different, and you know, you grew up eating certain food and now you have to switch. That is quite a challenge, actually. It's a very big challenge. You know, you miss the snack. You know, if you're homesick, these things just add up to the homesickness. You become very, very homesick. So yeah, you miss, like, you don't get to eat your African food. Sometimes you just want any African food. You can settle for any African food because they are somehow related somewhere, somehow. So, and if there's no African restaurant around, it's, you just even forget about it. I feel like when you are abroad, you kind of like lose your identity a bit, and then when you go back to South Africa, you are a bit disorientated, right? You're just like trying to connect again. It's quite difficult because when I arrive in South Africa, I have to connect again. I feel like I was disconnected. Now I have to recharge and connect, and after that I have to still go back to the same place. So yeah, that's another downside, not being able to speak your language, not being able to say Tobela Likai, like Sanbonani, you know, you can't do that. You cannot. So most of the time you're just speaking English and you just get tired of it because every day is English, English, English. But when you get to meet up with the South African experts, it gets better because yeah, you can now speak your language. But now sometimes they are Xhosa, they are Zulu. Now it's still another struggle. You must just speak English. And some of them, they are just already used to speaking English. So it's just like English, English, English all the way. So sometimes I just really feel like I want to speak Sepedi without compromising, but it doesn't really happen. Obviously, you don't see your family, you don't see your siblings, your parents. So that is a big downside, not being able to see your parents. Sometimes you just feel bad, like how are they feeling that like my child is somewhere there in the world, and I put myself in their shoes and I just feel so bad. But I always console myself. I'm like, my parents have so many kids, so it's okay. But yeah, but I do feel like it's not good for them. So that's another downside. And I would say another downside is just like also the dating life. Honestly, like for black girls, it's very, very hard because you find Korean guys that really like white girls, or just like their Korean girls. They are not even compromising. Is either Korean or nothing. And then you get these Korean guys that want to try out uh, a black girl. They've seen Nicki Minaj somewhere, and they just think every girl is a Cardi B or a Nicki Minaj. They will twerk, they'll do this, all these things, but it's just like it's just a perception that they have. But also that kind of like sucks because they are relationships where you find a black girl with a Korean guy, or a Korean guy with a black girl, or Chinese vice versa. But it's very rare. It's not, yeah, it's very, very rare. But yeah, they do have those relationships. And also like just to find someone, a companion, it's kind of like hard. It's not like so easy. In Africa, you're just walking around, everyone just like, hey, give me your number, what's your name, can I take you out for lunch? That thing does not exist. And you kind of like forget about it. Even, you spent months without even seeing a foreigner. You just go to your school, you just see like Korean people, go back to your house. And then yeah, maybe when you decided to go out to some restaurants or some busy streets, that's where you will see the foreigners. They are also busy minding their own business. So yeah, it's a struggle to find friends, and to find like those good friends that you normally have in high school or university or in the working place in South Africa. So yeah, the friendships are not very, very solid. It's just a strange, it's so strange. Yeah, even yeah, the dating lives, they are these guys from the military, American military. They are just there, and girls are crazy about them. They are hunks, they are well built, they have this American accents, they work out. So yeah, I think our sisters just like those ones. But they are known to be players. I mean, everyone wants them. The Korean girls wants them, the white girls wants them, you also, the African girls wants them, right? So everybody wants them. So they have it easy. It's easy for them to actually get girls. Just be American and look nice. Life is good for you if you are into girls, and that's for you. But actually some couples end up getting married, moving to America if you are lucky enough. But some people, just it's just like a one night stand, and they just ghost you. It's just a mess. It's just another pandemic on its own. Or like you date someone, and the guy decide, I'm gonna go back to America, and you are left here by yourself. Obviously, the relationship will eventually end because of the distance. So yeah, and the other thing, like, we don't have churches like that. I've seen a lot of churches in Korea, but I was told like I need to be careful with churches because some are really into cults, right? You just think you see Mary's statue, like, wow, this is a church, I want to go there. But they're pushing their own agendas. Even if you go to their churches, it's not the same. Like, sometimes you just want to sing those African hymns, but you can't. That rhythm is not there. So yeah, I kind of like miss my African churches. Like, any church, like, I just want to be in an African church because it's different. It's different. The rhythm is different. Even like I feel the preaching, the spirit moves differently. Everything is just different. So I'm just not getting used to the churches this side. China is even worse. They don't have many churches. They're not encouraging their nation to go to church. They're encouraging them to work, So yeah, Chinese and churches, they don't mix. At least Koreans, they do something. They are Christians. They are Koreans that are Christians. those that don't believe in anything, they just believe in themselves or money or hard work. And those who believe in Buddha, they've got a long history with Buddha. Even this is the same for Chinese as well. But Buddhism is practiced a lot in Thailand, right? So yeah, those are just like the downsides. Yeah, I think for me it's also like the loneliness. Like, is this, can this just be life? But on weekends, you try to keep your mind busy. You try to go and explore and do this and that. It's really fun. I love that. Yeah, but yeah, those are like the downsides. No makeup, no hair salons, no skincare products. Also like the bras. Our African girls have different types of boobs. Like, some are really big, some they come in all shapes, in all sizes, right? So you struggle to get the bra that really fits you. Even like the jeans, it's kind of like hard. They've got like stores like your H&M and Zara, but it's still not the same. You need something from Legit or Woolworths, something like that, but you cannot find it here. So even the food, the weather, the blue sky, the beautiful weather. So those things, like, you just get to appreciate them a lot when you leave South Africa. And yeah, these are the downsides. But other than that, there are a lot of good things about living abroad. The internet speed is crazy. The gadgets are cheaper. The safety is on another level. But yeah, I was just, sometimes you really feel down. You do feel like, I am really a foreigner. That's the other thing. Even if you stay in these countries for 10 years, they'll never give you a citizenship. You'll never be a Korean. You'll never be a Chinese. Even if you marry a Chinese woman or a Korean woman, you'll never get a citizenship. You'll get like some permanent residence. They try, but you'll never be a citizen of Korea. Even like, you should check, like, even when they have Olympic matches, you'll never see a black person or a white person there. It's only like Koreans, pure Koreans, pure Chinese, something like that. So, and the other thing is that, if you come on a certain visa, you have to just do the job for that visa. If you came as a teacher, you must just be a teacher. So they don't have like they don't really have opportunities for corporate jobs like that. For example, I've studied logistics. I cannot just go and work for a logistics company because they already have skills for that. They don't need it. But for English, they really need teachers to teach their kids English. Yes, is the rare skill. Yeah, speaking English, knowing English is a rare skill in this country. So that's why everyone comes to teach. You cannot really do other jobs like that. But I've seen like African students here, they try to do some other jobs. But yeah, it's not like some job that you can really hold on to or become permanently employed. So yeah, and the other things, like, is the issue of stability. Just like, okay, for how long am I gonna do this thing? I wanna settle down. So that anxiety of always thinking, what's next, then what's next? Yeah, you get a lot of anxiety. That is another downside. So you're just thinking, so what am I gonna do? What's gonna happen to my life? There's a lot of anxiety. But yeah, like I said, I don't regret anything about this experience. Actually, I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. I feel like I'm just a bit over it right now. I'm just complaining, I'm just venting about it. But yeah, when I started, I was really excited. I was younger, I was full of energy. I had energy for it. But now I'm just like, cut. Yeah, that's all about this video. These are the downsides. I'm sure there are some downsides that I didn't mention. yeah, the other one is language barrier. Not, just not being able to talk to someone because they don't understand you, you don't understand them, so you're not trying to be friends. So it's difficult to actually just make friends, unless if a person maybe studied abroad, they came back to Korea, then you get those type of Koreans that are really open-minded, and yeah, you can have some good friendships with them. But typical Koreans is kind of like, they don't know how to hold a conversation like that. Like, they just, yeah, they don't know how to hold a conversation because firstly you're a foreigner, they don't know what to say to you, how to react to you. So their conversations are pretty short, they are very short, they don't talk much to you, they don't open up to you. So you're just a foreigner, you always feel like a foreigner, and that's it. Yeah, the language barrier is a big thing. Sometimes you're getting lost, or someone is trying to tell you something, you're just like, my god, what did you just say? Or sometimes you ordered food and then the driver, the Uber driver, is getting lost, and like, where is this place? You don't know what they are saying, you're just two people talking to each other, not knowing what they are saying. But the nice thing about Korea, they know the keywords. So yeah, you try to also learn the basics, you try to meet each other halfway. But the language barrier is a big thing. It's a big thing. And the culture is so different, this thing of just passing people without greeting them or asking them how they are. Yeah, it's another thing because everyone is just living their lives, minding their own business. The culture is so different, and sometimes I just open my mouth because I'm literally shocked. So yeah, those are the downsides. But yeah, I came with an open mind to say, you know what, I'm here to dive right in, and that's how I survived. Sometimes you just have to shut your feelings and focus, pay attention to the reason why you came here, because some people are really racist, some people are really ignorant. You meet those ones that will just ruin your day. You were smiling, having a good day, and they just ruin it out. They just ruin it for you. So yeah, that's basically that about the downsides of working abroad as an ESL teacher. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye, see you on my next video.